ServiceNow experts. So today in this video, I'll be explaining about BCM module. I'll be focusing more on the functional part of the BCM module, why BCM is required and what are the plugins is required. So I'll quickly jump into my whiteboard. Okay. So BCM stands for Business Continuity Management. In the BCM module in ServiceNow, we have several aspects like BIA, BCP and crisis. This BIA is Business Impact Analysis. This BCP is Business Continuity Plan. And in that BIA, we will have two different aspects which will calculate, which will help you to prioritize certain things like this RTO and RPO value. So these things also I'll explain. What are these things? Why that is required? So first thing I'll type here. Okay, so here suppose I have a particular server in this particular region. Okay, so this is I have one server. In that server my application is hosted. I have my own application called XYZ and that application is hosted in this particular server. Due to certain scenario, certain region, suppose the cyclone is going to hit in this particular area, east and south area, so my electricity went down and the server applications, everything will go down. So this, if it will go down, it may impact my business. Correct. So how I can recover from that impact? It may be any kind of impact. It may be your business, reputational impact, finance impact, like long-term impact. It could be anything, right? So to eradicate such situation, what is the plan I have to make? So if my application will go down, I can have one more backup server over here in this particular region. Okay, so that if this application will go down, I can wake this particular server and I can redirect all the requests from this particular server to this, so that my particular users, they will not get affected. Whoever is using my application, they will not get affected. My business will go up and their also business or communication with the application will always be live. Okay, so this is known as the planning. And as I mentioned, the reputational, finance, these are the impact. This is known as a BIA and this planning is known as a BCP in ServiceNow. So this BIA will help me to identify what is the impact if my application go down. Finance impact and different kind of several kind of impact it may. So those kind of impact like finance, reputational and all, those are known as impact category in ServiceNow. Okay, inside that impact category, we can have certain set of questionnaires like the assessment. So based on that assessment, the RTO and RPO value get calculated. The assessment will known as your impact ratings in ServiceNow. And assessment in the sense each questionnaires will be known as impact ratings. And based on the response from the application owner, so this RTO and RPO value will get calculated. The RPO value means recovery time objective. So we have to recover my particular application within 2 hours or within 5 hours. That means 2 hours or 5 hours is my RTO value. Recovery point objective means RPO means recovery point objective. Recovery point objective is like we have to recover. Sorry, I can afford 5 hours of data loss. So if there is any situation of a data loss in that particular moment, this RPO will be utilized, this RPO terminology. If my application will go down, I can afford like only 5 hours of data loss. I cannot afford more than that. Okay, so such situation is, so this value is get calculated by the application owner based on the application owner impact ratings replies or answer. So those answers will help you to calculate RTO and RPO value. And based on that RTO and RPO value, the planner can prioritize which plan I have to create first, which plan needs to be created second, what is the backup I have to do, what are the things needs to be performed if this application will go down. So those activities will known as a plan, BCP, business continuity plan, like to continue my business, what are the steps I have to follow. So once these are the two things I mentioned, BA and BCP. What is crisis? Under this crisis, there is one more segment called exercise also in ServiceNow. This crisis means this is nothing but a crisis. If the application went down, it is a crisis for ServiceNow. It's a real-time crisis. So to eradicate suppose this year my application went down, I felt a huge loss. but I don't want that should repeated in future. For that, what I'll do, I'll prepare a plan, and that plan, suppose I have to execute that plan, I should be well trained in that. I should know how can I wake up my instance, how can I redirect all the requests from this to that particular server, right? So those things we have to perform during the exercise, and we have to grow our team, we have to educate our planning team, so that they can do these things very quickly. Suppose my application went down, and within 2 minutes my this application, this particular server will wake up, so that all the requests whatever is coming to this particular server, it will redirect to here. That means this can be performed if I might have done certain exercises during the year, so that whenever the real crisis will happen, it will help them to do these things very quickly. This is all about the BCM, and I'll go to the plugin side. Okay, so this is the plugins page where if you are have to search your plugins. So once you will search, you can click on this plugins button, and here you can search for BCM. So if you have not installed, then is a family plugin, it will available here. And this BCM is a paid plugin and as well as free plugin. So there's a light and heavy licenses there, so that you have to take care like while installing that plugin. And this business impact analysis, you can see once you'll install that particular plugin, it will install these many modules. Okay, so these are the part of the GRC modules also. This BCM, this comes under GRC. So once we'll install all the plugins, you can see one workspace will be available for us. I can click on this workspace. This is known as business continuity workspace. Here it has certain same things whatever I have explained: business impact analysis, planning, exercise, crisis. So these all the things I'll explain in next videos, how it will get calculated, how can you do the impact analysis, how can you do the planning, that assessment, how the RTO and RPO value will get calculated, when the real time incident will happen, how can you register over here. With respect to that incident, how my team certainly start working, how they can start working on those scenarios, right? So everything I'll explain in next upcoming videos. And here once you will install that, here also you can search business continuity management. Here this is the module which will be activated, and these are the all different sub applications. I'll explain each and every part, what the configurations and everything in next video. Thanks for watching.